As I mentioned in the previous movie, Director 11 ships with quite a comprehensive collection of behaviors. Many of these are indispensable in that you'll be using them for almost all of your Director projects. Other ones are just really too cool for me to pass up, so let me now take you on a guided tour of some of my favorite behaviors, whether they're very, very useful or just kind of cool and easy to use. The behaviors are organized in the Library palette, so choose Window, Library palette from the main menu to bring up the code library where all the behaviors are organized. The code library is divided into two parts, Flash components, which I covered previously, and behaviors. Click on the plus button to open up all of the various behaviors. Notice that they're organized into categories: 3D, accessibility, animation, including the animation, notice, is automatic, interactive, and sprite transitions. Controls, internet, media. Navigation is one of the most common categories that you'll be using. Many of those indispensable behaviors that I mentioned are located here. And lastly, you have paint box behaviors as well as text behaviors. So let me start my survey with some of those indispensable behaviors are, again, mostly located here in the navigation category, including, probably the one that you'll use the very most, is hold on current frame. I'm going to drag this into frame number 1 right there. It looks like I already have a hold on current frame there, so let me delete that. And if we play this movie back, you'll notice that it doesn't hold on frame number 1, and I want it to. So what I'm going to do is choose the hold on current frame behavior and drag and drop that right onto the score. Notice that little H, capital H, appears there in frame 1. And what that does is this simply holds the playback head on that current frame. So you can see that this student here used this hold on current frame everywhere in the timeline. Another real common one is Go Next button. Let's attach that to the main menu. What that'll do is go to the next frame. Let's rewind that, and because there's no, looks like I have another behavior on there. Remember that you can click on the sprite, and if you have sprite overlay turned on, you have a list of your behaviors and an icon there. If you click on that icon, you can adjust these behaviors, including removing them. So I'm going to go ahead and remove, I had another behavior that was conflicting with the Go Next button. So I'm going to remove that, and now if I click on the main menu here, notice that it will go to the very next frame, and since there's not a hold on that frame, the playback head goes to the next hold frame right there. So those are two that you'll use all the time, hold on current frame and go next. There's also a go previous behavior that will go to the previous frame. Let's bring up the code library again and continue down here in the navigation area. Next one that I use all the time is go to URL. Let's go ahead and apply that one to the main menu, and then I can choose which URL to go to. Notice that you need the HTTP in the front there as well as the rest of that prefix. Don't just type in www, that sometimes does not work. So now that'll go to the Adobe website. It'll actually open up a browser and load the Adobe website in that browser. Let's go ahead and delete that Go Next button behavior so it won't interfere with the next behavior that I want to add, and that is the loop for X seconds, another very useful one. This one I'm going to drop again onto the timeline, and I'm going to loop here for, let's go ahead and loop there for about 4 seconds. Notice that it removed the hold on current frame. You cannot apply two behaviors to the same frame. You can apply multiple behaviors to your sprites, but not to frames. So I'm going to hold on there for 4 seconds, and then I'm going to jump to the next marker, graphic 1. So let's go ahead and test that behavior. Should stay there for 4 seconds and then jump to this next marker, and it did. There's not a hold frame on that marker, so it went ahead to frame 13 where my next hold frame is. Let me close out this movie with a description of two related behaviors. play frame X and play done. You'll attach the play frame X to a button that says perhaps click here to see our latest products. Let's say that this button is found throughout the whole movie and it's located maybe in frames 1 through 1000. Click on that button that has the play frame X and that will jump to a specific location in the score, let's say frame 3000. And then what you'll do is you'll have a done button after that new product presentation is finished. You'll have a done button and you'll add the play done to that button. What will happen is director will remember which frame you were when you clicked on the play frame X button, or at least the button that has that behavior attached to it, and it will return to that exact frame number. So what's nice about that is, let's say that you have a very long presentation and you're halfway through it and someone clicks on the new product button and they watch the product presentation, then they click on the done button. It'll take them exactly where they were when they clicked on the new product button, so they won't miss any of your presentation. And this is a smart button, so that it always remembers, director always remember where the user was when they clicked on the play frame X. So therefore when they click on the play done, it'll return them to the exact place in the timeline. This would require quite a bit of scripting to do, so this is a very nice set of behaviors that I use all the time in those situations where I don't want my audience to lose any of the presentation, but I also want them to return back to the beginning. Let me now move on to the next movie and review another category of very useful behaviors, and those are the behaviors in the animation category right here, including automatic, interactive, and sprite transitions.